So, can you all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I've done, I've just kept very simple things. I added a biology guide. Then I took only one topic, that is DNA and its structure, and I put all the different files. Now, suppose if you don't know any particular source, you also have an option of discover sources. So, suppose if I want some other biology topic, let's say cells and uh, okay, cells and tissues, let's say. Okay, I can just do this and I can give it a choice like search where. Where do you want to search it? Do you want to search it on the web? Do you want to
Mm-hmm.
search it in my Google Drive? Again, we are limiting its scope. Remember what we are doing with NotebookLM is we are making it smaller for it to access. Okay, so I submit. Now I'll get all the different resources that are there related to your cells. And because we've already contextualized it with IB, it should take it. Otherwise, yeah, it's taking general references. But if I would have said specific to IB, it would have picked up that. Okay, now suppose if I want all these sources, now I can either check a few sources. I don't want Wikipedia, for example. So I want, okay, I don't want this. I want, say, this, and this. I can just say import. So they get added into my new resource. So you can add the resources at your end. This becomes very helpful when our school follows a particular type of a guideline or a lesson plan structure or a examination structure, right? Then this becomes very useful. Now, the minute you put up all these things, like let's say now I am only talking about biology, and I ask it to create an overview. So what it is going to do, it is going to query. So whatever questions we are going to put over here, this question is being asked to this document only.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding? So the answer that you're going to get, now see, the fun part is here. Let it just generate. You will get actual references within the document. Nothing outside the document is covered over here. So that is the beauty. So, you are sure in your mind that there's nothing that is hallucinated over here. Everything that is coming. See, can you all see this? So you
Mm.
can see these inline citations. So
Yeah.
here they've told you from where it is. See, you can also see the page numbers. You can see exactly when you click over here, you'll be able to see and go to that part. So you know that, okay, this line, where is this line taken from? See, IB mission statement. Where is this line taken from? Okay, this is coming from figure one, this part. Getting,
May I ask you something?
yes.
Can I create this direct, like in Chat GPT, it allows me to create different documents for it and that I can download, would this do the same thing, notebook? Like, for example,
Notebook,
you've
I'll
created
show
this
you. There
entry.
are there is a lot that NotebookLM can do. I'll just show you one by one. Right
And the
now,
second
I
thing
just
is AI tutor. That how can I use this here?
AI tutor.
Mm-hmm. Can I use it with
Your
notebook?
this okay. Notebook LM is not as an AI tutor. Notebook LM is basically going to help you keep your context window small.
Yeah,
Like
that's
now,
the reason, what happens with AI tutor is then it starts searching this entire web and it might just give some erroneous
yeah,
information. So if I
yeah,
have only my student wanting to refer to a or a set of guides
yeah,
like you're doing right here, check in those and just use them
yeah.
as resource. Can it do that?
Yes, it can. In fact, you can share this entire notebook with your students. You have a share option, which goes as a link to your students. So you can copy. So suppose, for example, I've created one on mathematics, wherein I've created my entire repository of mathematics, the way I'm solving the sum. So these are all my handwritten work, which I compiled it into one thing. And I've shared that entire document with my students. I can do that. Okay,
Mhm.
so the best part, why I like this notebook LM so much is because I know that it is going to take all the information only from what I'm asking it. Like
Mhm.
now I change my source and I say now whatever information you have to create only from this source. Then it is going to pick only that. That's the
Hmm.
fun part of it, right?
We
So
can
that
choose
is one.
multiple, we can choose multiple as well, right? So if I want
Yeah,
to
yeah, you
create
can
a
choose all also.
so if I want to create a case study out of a lot of such links, okay, create a case study using these are the features. So it'll choose.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's just going to pick all the sources. Like right now, how many sources we have? These many, right? So it's now going to generate. If I now ask it to create an overview, it is going to take all these into context and it's going to generate. Okay, now this is not it. It can do far more. Can you all see the studio option? Now, the best part is it can generate an audio overview for you. This is again a highlight of this because now the kids who are auditory learners, or even us sometimes, right? We don't want to read an entire 200-page document. We just want to get a gist of it. Then I can create an audio overview of this. So it will summarize the entire thing. Again, you can choose the source and it's going to summarize that source for you. Create an audio file for you. It can also create a video file for you.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
wow.
Yeah.
Can you
So
show
I
us
have
one?
created,
Can
I
you show
have
us one
created,
very small snippet?
Can we just see? Will it
I'm
take a
showing
long
you, I'm
time
showing
to
you.
do a video?
Yeah. So that's a study guide. So I'm going to show
Nice.
you one by one everything. Okay. So this is an entire biology study guide, as you can see. Instructions, questions, answer key with the model answers. Okay, that's one. Then, can you see this? Okay. Tell me if you can hear it.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the foundations, not just the facts of biology, but how we actually think like scientists.
It's a
That's right. We've been looking closely at the official International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Biology Guide, the IBDP Guide, and some revision notes too.
And the idea is to give you a shortcut, really, to
right.
understand the core philosophy.
So you know it.
I think I knew about the audio part, but what does it do with the video? As in, if you could show us
Okay, wait. Audio part also. I'll just one more thing. Okay, Tanvi, please.
the live interaction. Are you trying?
Yes.
Yeah, that is fabulous. I've used that and I've forgotten about
So, like, when the audio is
it.
already
It is
created.
crazy. It is crazy. Please, I
Okay.
don't know whether you're aware. Please show them. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. So let me just restart. Okay. Now I am going to join.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hi, how are you? I just wanted to understand more about this double helix thing. It will just take some time to load, but basically you're entering into the discussion and it also allows you to, like, it cross questions. So the way I tell my students to use this is I tell them that, you know what, you create your study guides or you create the audio overview for your particular topic and cross question, debate with it, ask it questions and it can do that with you. So that is something that is fabulous in this. So it's taking some time. Actually, that's why I generated all and kept for y'all, because it takes some time to do it. Now this is the, let's see.
Welcome to the.
Okay, that's also okay. This is the video. That show. Can you all see it? I'm making it full
Yeah.
screen now.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened? Sorry, I forgot to click.
Ever wondered what really makes a science course, truly world-class? It's definitely not just about memorizing a bunch of facts for an exam. It's about a philosophy, a blueprint for a whole new way of thinking. And today, we're going to decode that entire framework behind IB biology. It all kicks off right here with the IB mission statement. And listen,
Yeah.
this is not just some fancy
What I
slogan they
like
put on a
is, how
brochure.
it picks
This is the
up these little things, right, from within the text that we have given it, and it is creating these kind of beautiful videos. Actually, it does create. So this is also something that I want you all to try out.
It's
So
not this standalone
it
thing.
will help your students to understand that particular topic in an audio as well as a video, because we have different types of students, right? So that's one. Now, as you can see, you can create a beautiful mind map. Let me show you. Can you all see this? So this is genetic. And remember how I took only one topic? Just look at the amount of data it has created. That's not it. You go to components of nucleotide. Then you go to DNA structure. It's breaking down everything for you.
Debojyoti will be very happy. Debojyoti.
Yeah,
Like,
I have, yeah. So like I have also tried this, but not to this extent. So it's really amazing to see the extent to which you are exploring it. Yeah.
yeah. It is wonderful. Like, I mean, I really like to give this content, this kind of content to my students because I feel that it's so visual, right? And it's so appealing also. It's doing a good job. Okay, that's not all. You can create flashcards now about this particular thing. So I'm going to show you that now. So this is just DNA flashcards. So what are the three components of a nucleotide? So you can play it like a game with your students. You can go here, you can see the
Formative
answer
assessment
that.
right there. I mean, formative assessment right there. You don't have
Yeah,
to.
and then you ask it to explain, and then you also look at the explanation, and it exactly gives you that explanation in the chat window.
This is crazy. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. Like, if think about you creating this for your students and giving them for revision.
Hmm.
Look at what they can do, right? They don't understand a question, fine, no problem. Just click explain, it will explain you everything. Plus, it is giving it numbers, right, to refer to. So go to textbook numbers. Think now, right now, we've just put a biology guide. But suppose if I had uploaded a textbook, it is exactly telling them which page number this is written. They can go back, study from there, answer the question, and look at the number 41 flashcards.
Mhm.
It has generated, and just based on these 10 sources that I had provided.
So, Sulbha, how is it different from an AI tutor? It's doing all the explanations, prompting all the,
It
questions
is
you're
like,
asking.
only thing is, it's not like talking to you, except it's just querying the document that it has given. Like a AI tutor might just refer to the entire web and give you
And
an
that's where
answer.
I feel a little scared, what kind of information might it, throw at the student,
Yeah,
which might not be correct. Which is why
correct.
I like
That's
the fact that you had selected the resources that you wanted this. So is
yes.
there something like that for our student? This is excellent though.
Yeah. This is I to use this because I can just rely because I can upload my own notes and I only put prescribed textbooks that are given by our board, right, to us. So
Mhm.
I just put those PDFs inside and the notes that I have created for them. These are the only two sources that I provide so that I know that whatever they're going to learn is only going to be from there. And I'm not like worrying that are they reading about some concept that doesn't exist only.
Mhm.
Yes, it is 100% recommended. At least I would recommend it completely
Oh, yeah.
because I have used it like crazy.
So you're controlling the sources
Yeah,
and oh, yeah, that is
yeah.
fabulous. Yeah.
Okay, then of course you can create a quiz,
Um,
right?
it.
So I've also created a quiz on this here. Can you see?
Mm.
So that's again interactive, by the way. So if you expand it and you play it in class, like on your screen, again, your formative is done.
Mhm.
So double helix, suppose you choose this answer. So if it's wrong, it's giving you an explanation of why it is wrong. If you're doing it like it's a right answer, then it's giving you the correct explanation and all of that. You
Mhm.
move on. So you can again take a formative assessment in this way, which I feel becomes very, very handy for us because we have our sources put up. We can just select what we want and give the Google AI Studio to create this quiz. Only thing is now, one thing that you all should know is that it takes some while to create all of these resources. So if you all want to use it in class, then it doesn't happen like on the move. You will have to create them first and then show it in class. That's the only thing. You have to be a little prepared. That's all.
Once
But
we create it, we can use it again and again over the years, right?
of course, yeah, like this
Once
I
we
made
know.
like when I was doing that workshop with my DP teachers, right?
Mhm.
Now I have it. You
Mhm.
can also like design an entire, okay. Now reports.
I
Now
think
report,
Bem had a question.
yeah.
It can be integrated with pictures. I'm not
It
sure.
can, okay, not as of now, VM, but they are working on it. In fact, I'll show you a very similar tool which is still in an experimental phase. I'll show you that. There you can add your.
And also, Bem had another
Okay, now,
question. If it's incorrect, if you are choosing the PDF and if it gets the questions from there, I don't think it
yeah,
has
it does.
to be incorrect because it's not the entire internet that it's
Yeah,
looking at.
it is being designed to be a small SLM.
Mhm.
It's a small language model. It's an SLM that we are creating.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you look at this, create report. Now, create report has all these things. You can create a briefing document. You can create a blog post out of the sources that you're doing. Like, let's say, I refer to a lot of policies, or we have so much of research data that we have available. So suppose if I've read a good paper, I just put that paper into my NotebookLM and I could ask it to create a blog post. It is going to create a blog post. If you want a concept explainer, it will create a concept explainer. If I want to create a curriculum framework based on certain thing that I'm doing, it can create that. Policy briefing, that. Or if you want to define your own, you're always your creativity and you. So, I mean, the possibilities are as good as our creativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, you were showing us something, with quiz. Can you tweak the quiz? There is a
Yeah. No, like once it is created,
yeah, it's just textual quiz, right? It's not like
Yeah.
they said. It's not. We can't integrate pictures into it. I
No,
guess.
we can't integrate pictures as of now. They're working on it because that's the feedback that they've got. But right now, we can just play it like an interactive quiz. So see, otherwise what we were doing, we were creating PPTs and making it interactive and all of that, right? Now that work is like reduced. We can now just create something like this and use it in class. And again, that's an excellent tool for your thing. And besides this, like, for our brainstorming, now I'm talking from a teacher's point of view. Let's say I am planning a project-based learning thing, and I'm now looking at my brainstorming session with my AI. That time I can actually put up a couple of these documents and I can keep querying it. I can keep doing brainstorming. See, all of that is here. Right? This chat window is basically to query this document. So let's say I'm talking about introduction to histology. I'm just choosing that as my source, right? Then I'm just going to query this document, that introduction to histology. So what does this do? So for example, give me a summary of this document. So now it is only going to look at this introduction to histology book. Give it a second. There. Okay. Now, one thing I forgot to mention to you all, I'll just do it right away. Okay, it's really creating a very exhaustive summary.
Of course, I mean, it's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big book. Yeah. Okay, so histology, introduction. VM, to answer your question, like, can it be wrong or no? It can't be. See, because you can see these resources now. These are all in text. So if I click on this, you will go to the chapter actually. So you can see that, you can verify your source, which is not the case in your large language models. You cannot verify from where that is coming. Of course, now if you ask it to give the sources, it does give you the sources. That is now possible with ChatGPT also. But yeah, okay. Now one more thing. At the end of all, you always have another option like save to notes. Now, what does this do? Like, suppose if I've liked like we were discussing, that say, for example, you did a lot of brainstorming and we really came up with a very good concrete plan. And we like that plan. Now you don't want this chat to disappear. Remember, the chats in this are temporary. That means they will go off the minute you close it. Every time a new chat will come until I save it to notes. If you must have used Snapchat sometimes, you'll know that the chats don't automatically save. If you want to save a chat in Snapchat, you need to go to the save button and save it. It's something like this. So this will not save by default. You'll have to save it. And then now this will be there. Now you also get an option to use this as source. Can you see? Convert this to a source. That means now the brainstorming that you have done now is become your source for the next further improvisation. So for my research, I'm just going to spill a little beans here and there. So I put my entire framework. So I've created three frameworks rather, one for ethics, one for students and one for teachers. So when I gave it and I created it as a source, it created an entire video for my framework and gave it to me.
Wow.
I didn't have to do anything because it just picked up my source and then gave me information from there.
BAM has another question, Sulbha.
Yeah.
Excel Can Excels be generated for planning, etc.? I think.
Can it create an Excel for a yearly plan? No, I don't think it can create an Excel, but it does create tables which you can copy and paste it into Excel, which works beautifully. Because for my curriculums, I did that. Like I had created an entire framework and it went like a nested thing, you know. Like I had put curricular goals and then I had put activities and sub-activities and all of that. So it became like a very huge document. So what I told NotebookLM to do is I said, give it to me in a tabular form. It created a table for me here in the chat, which I copied and I pasted in Excel and it gave me exactly in the format. So it's very simple copy paste.
That's good.
It's not still able to create like, you know, how ChatGPT can create Word documents for you directly or PPTs for you directly. It can't do that yet, but I think it does far more than that. So, and by the way, like also you want to share, let's say you don't want to share the entire notebook with your students. You want to share only the flashcards or you want to share only the quiz with your students. So you have an option to share only that. So you go to share and you create it like a link or you just add the people, whoever, suppose say I'm adding Vinay and you copy the link to the artifact and send it. And like how our Google functions, right? Our Drive, like anyone with a link will be able to open it. Just you have to manage the access. That's it. So even a part of your creations, you can share with your students. Like say flashcards. I'm doing a revision session with them and I've generated say 40 flashcards. I'm just sharing the flashcards with them. Or I'm just sharing the mind map. That's possible.
Got it. We've got so much to practice on our own.
Yeah, you will need to practice it, of course, and like work a little with it and see what it does, what are the use cases for you, right? Because I'm